It's not Thursday, but I'm trying to get ahead on the end of our So Lovely album. It has been a little bit of a challenge for me. I'm not a real fan of the border cut, and so I had a little difficulty. I also lost one of my mats, and I'm out of that particular color. So I changed things around a bit, and instead of 2 photos, I added 1. Now later, I'm going to give you another option. What if you want to continue in this album and you don't want this to be a single page layout? So I have designed a companion page with it, and I will show you that in the next video. But for now, I'm going to try to show you my desk and show you what I've decided to do for layout number 10. Let's turn it around here. That should be enough. Okay. I don't know about you, but I have found these borders challenging. And I've used a lot of this special tape. Let's see, where did I put the end? So I've been using this die cut, which why I get frustrated is it bows. And whoops. And so when I adhere it to my 2 layers, I have to make sure I tape it down. Well, the tape has some difficulty coming off the paper. And see, even here, this is a page all done, and you have to very, very carefully remove the mint tape. Now, after I get the mint tape on, I actually put painter's tape on top of the mint tape to hold it onto the cutting pad. So this is one time where I actually feel it's easier to use a paper die cut. And you all receive this in your packet, and this is our shape. And the reason it's easier is you don't have to worry about it warping. You can just draw it. So I would draw it on the reverse side of one of your papers, but I would also, no matter what you're putting underneath, I use glitter paper. Whatever you're using underneath, I would cut it 2 at one time so that the curve is the same. Now you know that the glitter paper is at a premium. So after I get this done, I'm going to trim it because I'm only going to have about a 1/2 inch showing, not even a 1/2 inch, 1/8 of an inch showing. So I will keep my scraps and use it later. So maybe the first step we should do is adhere our border to the sparkle. And I'm only going to have a little bit. Now by cutting 2 pieces at once, you will see that that'll maintain your curve no matter where your curve is, because this is not symmetrical. And I think that's the part that frustrates me a little bit. When I fold it in half and then this goes down and that's down, I sort of want my 2 edges to be about the same size, and they weren't. Okay, even as I did this, I see a little bit extra on the side, so I'm going to trim that off. Okay, now we're ready to adhere our pages. Our page, rather. Layout, but 1 page. Now the other thing to consider, the directions encouraged us to use glitter paper for the flowers. And I wasn't sure about it. And it said single flowers, a small, medium, and large. And I even made doubles, but the double does overpower it a little. So since this is going to be a final page in the book, I like a photo that moves us on to the future. And instead of using a 4x6 of this, I chose a 5x7 because I ran out, or I lost one of my toffee mats, and I'm out of toffee paper. So what I did was I ran it through a retired embossing folder, dry embossing folder, and that's going to be sort of like a double mat. I'll still use it to maintain the color, but I'm going to put my beautiful firefly photo from my daughter inside. The reason I embossed it is just the toffee itself, when it wasn't a mat, was showing a little bit too much blank space. So let's start. I am going to use single flowers. My title is going to be Forever. And let's start by adhering the top piece. And I'm going to put some right on the white glitter part. Now, many of you don't have glitter paper. In the alternative layout I'm going to show you, my double layout, I use just plain cardstock. And so you'll see that either works well. Now the photo is definitely the focus of this. It has a white edge. That's how my daughter gave me this photo. She puts her camera with a wide shutter and takes moving pictures of the zillions of fireflies that come to her home in the spring. It's one of her favorite activities. And she often gives me prints of them. Now just to get my sizing right, I'm going to lay out my title. Make sure I don't crowd anything too much. I'm not even sure about the big flower. Maybe down low would be all right. Okay, let's give that a try. Let's put it about 1 inch in and 1 inch below the mat. If we decide this placement of this, the rest of the placement is decided for us. So I'm going to go about 1 inch below here and 1 inch in. Now my photo will be centered in that, at least vertically, and I want some of this pretty impression to show. I want a whole row of leaves to show. Okay. Now the flowers, I'm just going to put some adhesive near the middle. Haven't put anything in the center of these flowers yet. I don't want the flowers to take precedence, and that's why I did stick with a single layer. Now I think the green bow and the green title will balance this a little. I am going to put, oops, lost one. I'm going to put little pearls. It's hard to see. Put little pearls inside, and I'm going to 3 different size pearls. Small, medium, and large, since the flowers are small, medium, and large. And our title is one that we did at the beginning that has many layers. I might want blue for this one. It has, it's very narrow, and I don't want it to wrinkle. So this is a green die cut with, I think, 2 more white die cuts below it to give it just a little bit of dimension. I'm just adding a few dots of glue, and on the back I found a blue, another blue pearl. The pearls are falling off. Okay, let's put our title on. This is about 1 inch in. I think I'm going to put the Forever right on the mat. The mat is a little bit different color green, but I think it works. There we go. Now they have a heart on the back, on the center of their bow, and I've decided I am going to leave my bow, we have a big heart there, I'm going to leave it just simple. So I want to put this right in the middle, so line it up on my Versamark, find my 6-inch mark, and put it right in the middle. The directions said that you can hide flaws of mismatching with your glitter paper down there, but mine's not too mismatched, so I'm not going to worry about it. Well, there is a final page. Now, it has no journaling on it. I need to say some kind of farewell at the end of an album, so I'll think about that, and I'll tell you in class when we do number 10. So stay tuned, and I will show you an option of making a companion page with this page.